Let me tell you something nobody in the investing world wants to admit. If I had to start over today, zero savings, zero investments, zero portfolio, I would not be scared. I would actually be excited. Not because starting from zero is easy. It is not. But because everything I know now, everything I have learned about how money actually grows, how wealth actually builds, and how ordinary people actually become financially free, I would get to apply all of it from day one. No mistakes to undo, no bad habits to break, just a clean slate and a plan that actually works. And that plan? It is not complicated. It is not sexy. It does not involve cryptocurrency tips or hot stock picks or anything you need a finance degree to understand. It is a simple, specific, step-by-step system that anyone, and I mean anyone, can follow starting this week with whatever they have right now. This is exactly what I would do. From zero. In 2026, here is the thing most people get wrong about investing. They think the hardest part is knowing what to invest in. It is not. The hardest part is starting and staying started. Most people spend years waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect amount, the perfect level of knowledge before they feel ready to begin. That wait is the most expensive mistake in personal finance. Before we go any further, this is not financial advice. I do not know your income, your debts, or your personal situation. What I am sharing is what I personally would do if I were starting from scratch. Based on everything I know about how wealth is built over time, you will need to decide what applies to you. But if you have been waiting to feel ready, this video is your sign that ready is not coming. Starting is what makes you ready. Let me show you why starting matters more than almost anything else. A 2024 report by Fidelity found that the average person who started investing at age 25 and invested just $200 a month retired with approximately $525,000 at 65. 40 years of consistent, boring, ordinary investing. The person who waited until 35 to start the exact same habit, they retired with approximately $245,000. Same amount invested every month, 10 years later start $280,000 less at retirement. That gap, $280,000, was not created by better stock picks or smarter strategies. It was created purely by the decision to start earlier. Now, here is the number that should genuinely concern most people. According to a 2025 survey by Bankrate, 56% of adults say they feel behind on retirement savings. 56%. More than half of all working adults. And the number one reason they give is not lack of income. It is that they did not know where to start. That is the problem this video solves. Right now. Today. So, $0, zero investments, 2026. Here is exactly what I would do. Step by step, in order. Step 1. Stop everything and build a $1,000 buffer. Before I invest a single dollar, I would build a $1,000 emergency buffer, not a full emergency fund that comes later. Just $1,000 sitting in a separate savings account that I do not touch. Why $1,000 specifically? Because the number one reason people pull money out of investments early is an unexpected expense, car repair, medical bill, appliance breaking. Without a buffer, the first emergency sends you straight back to zero. With $1,000 sitting there, you stay invested through the small surprises. This step should take most people 4 to 8 weeks. It is not glamorous, but it is the foundation everything else sits on. Step 2. Get every single dollar of your employer match. If your employer offers a retirement match, a 401k match in the US, a workplace pension match in the UK, and you are not taking the full amount, you are leaving free money on the table every single pay cycle. This is not a metaphor. This is literally your employer handing you money and you walking past it. If your employer matches up to 4% of your salary and you earn $50,000 a year, that is $2,000 a year in free money. Every year you leave that on the table is $2,000 gone forever. Before anything else, max out the employer match, every single dollar of it. This is the highest guaranteed return available to any investor anywhere. Nothing else comes close. Step 3. Kill high-interest debt. Any debt above 7% interest, credit cards, personal loans, buy now, pay later balances gets paid off before I invest anything beyond the employer match. Here is why. If I am paying 20% interest on a credit card and investing in the stock market at the same time, the market needs to return more than 20% just for me to break even. The long-run average market return is approximately 8 to 10% annually. The credit card always wins that race. Pay off high-interest debt aggressively, minimum payments on everything, then throw every spare dollar at the highest interest balance first. When it is gone, attack the next one. This is called the avalanche method, and it is mathematically the fastest way out. Step 4. Build a full 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Once the high-interest debt is gone, I would build a proper emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of actual living expenses, rent, food, bills, transport, sitting in a high-interest savings account, earning as much as possible while it waits. Right now, high-interest savings accounts are paying between 4 and 5% annually. Your emergency fund should be working even while it sits there. This fund is not an investment. It is insurance. It is what keeps you from selling your investments at the worst possible moment when life gets difficult. And life will get difficult. At some point, the emergency fund is what separates people who stay invested through hard times from people who do not. Step 5. Invest 15% of your income every single month. Now we invest. Not when the market looks good. Not when the economy feels stable. Every single month, automatically, regardless of what the news is saying. I would invest 15% of my take-home income into a low-cost global index fund. In the US, that means a total market index fund or an S&P 500 index fund inside a Roth IRA or 401k. In the UK, that means a global index fund inside a stocks and shares ISA. Why an index fund? Because index funds give you exposure to thousands of companies across dozens of countries in a single investment. When one company fails, hundreds of others carry the portfolio. When one country struggles, dozens of others keep growing. And the cost matters enormously. A fund charging 0.05% annually versus one charging 1% annually does not sound like much. Over 30 years on a $100,000 portfolio, that difference is approximately $170,000. Keep charges below 0.25% per year. Full stop. I would set this up as an automatic transfer the day after payday. Not a manual transfer I have to remember. Automatic. The money moves before I have the chance to spend it. Step 6. Never touch it. This is the step most people underestimate. The single biggest destroyer of investment returns is not market crashes. It is not bad funds. It is not fees. It is panic selling, pulling money out when the market drops and missing the recovery. Between 2026 and your retirement, the market will crash multiple times. It will drop 20%, 30%, maybe more. Every time it does, the news will make it sound like the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. It has never been the end of the world. The market has recovered from every single crash in history, every one. The people who stayed invested through the 2008 financial crisis saw the market fully recover within 4 years. The people who sold at the bottom locked in their losses permanently. Your only job during a market crash is to do nothing. Actually, if you can invest more, the market on sale is the best time to buy. But at minimum, do nothing. I want to say something directly to anyone watching this who feels like they have already missed too much time. You have not. I know the compound interest charts make late starters feel hopeless. I know the financial media celebrates 25-year-olds who retired early while completely ignoring the 40-year-olds who are just getting started. I know that comparison culture makes everyone feel behind. But here's the truth. The best time to start investing was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Not next month when things settle down. Not next year when you feel more ready. Today. Because here is what never gets said out loud. You are going to be 65 eventually no matter what. Whether you start today or you wait another 5 years, that birthday is coming. The only question is whether you arrive there with something or with nothing. Nothing is what happens by default. Something is a decision. And that decision made today, this week, with whatever small amount you can manage is worth more than any amount invested 5 years from now when you finally feel ready. Gloria started at 53 with almost nothing. She invested consistently for 12 years in boring index funds. Nothing exciting, nothing complicated. She retired at 65 with enough. Not a millionaire. Enough. Enough to stop working when she wanted. Enough to sleep without the 3 in the morning money panic. She did not need perfect timing. She did not need a lot of money to start. She needed a decision and a plan. You now have the plan. Here is your starting point. This week. Not someday. This week. 1. Open a separate savings account today and move $1,000 into it. This is your buffer. Name it something that reminds you not to touch it. 2. Log into your workplace pension or 401k tomorrow and confirm you are getting every single dollar of your employer match. If you are not, fix it immediately. This is the highest return move available to you right now. 3. Write down every debt you have above 7% interest. Total it up. Face the number. Then set up the avalanche minimum payments on everything. Maximum payment on the highest interest debt first. 4. Once the debt is gone, open a stocks and shares ISA or Roth IRA this week. Vanguard, Fidelity, and iShares all offer low-cost global index funds with no minimum investment. Pick one. Set up a monthly automatic transfer for whatever 15% of your take-home pay looks like. Even if it is $50, start there. 5. Write this down somewhere you will see it. When the market drops, and it will drop, do nothing. The people who do nothing during crashes are the people who end up with everything. If I started from zero today, I would not do anything clever. I would not do anything complicated. I would follow these 6 steps, quietly, consistently, for as long as it takes. Because wealth is not built in moments of brilliance. It is built in years of ordinary decisions made consistently while everyone around you is doing something else. You do not need more money to start. You do not need more knowledge. You do not need to wait until 2027 or until the economy improves or until life slows down. You need to start. And now you know exactly how. If this helped, share it with someone who has been waiting to start. They have already waited long enough.